So going north on Highway 21, coming from Highway 16, we are headed towards Boxley and Ponca, and we are about to cross over the Buffalo River. And this area is probably one of the prettiest areas in the Buffalo Wilderness area. So right now, as you can see, we're going over the Buffalo River right now. We're about to take a left. Now this particular road is Cave Mountain Road. It doesn't say that, but just know it's Cave Mountain Road. And we are going to be heading up a pretty steep road here. Now, I did not film the whole way up. From that point where we took the left, it is 7.1 miles to the trailhead that we are going to head to as far as into the Compton and Whitaker Creek, Compton Waterfalls and Whitaker Creek area. But this is a pretty steep road, and a lot of people will say you need four-wheel drive. Well, that's not necessarily true unless it is real muddy. But there are some pretty deep holes and rivets that you'll need to pay attention to. But this road is a beautiful road. You get to see beautiful scenery, beautiful cliffs as you travel up this road. And it just gives you an idea of really what the Buffalo River area, wilderness area has to offer. All along this road, there's various trails, there's various other smaller roads if you have four-wheel drive that you can take. And also there are other waterfalls that are accessible from this particular road. At the very top of this road where it starts to flatten out, you'll pass a farm. And then you'll come to this area where there's a cemetery and the old church that is up here that'll be on your right-hand side. This will let you know that you're getting close to Whitaker Point Trailhead where Hawksbill Crag is located. Just up the road here, you'll see signs that say, hey, no parking or you will be towed, big red signs, and they mean that. Don't do it or they'll give you a ticket. So please park in the designated areas if you're going to be hiking to Hawksbill Crag. And here in just a minute, you're going to see that particular area. At this point, we're roughly 6 miles from Highway 21, where we turned off to the left. And you can see the cars have already been parking, and there'll be some more cars parked up ahead here. The trailhead is actually to your left up here, where you can go to Hawksbill Crag and to the Whitaker Creek. We just now passed the trailhead just there. And so we're exactly 1 mile now from the parking area to where we're going to go into the Compton trailhead area to where you go to Whitaker Creek. This that you see here to the left where all the leaves are, this is actually part of the parking area. I'll turn the camera around here in just a minute. There to your left on that tree, you see somebody put a hiking stick there. But here in just a minute, I'll turn around so you can kind of see the whole area of where you can park, which is not a very large area at all. As you can see, there's my car. I'm the only one up here. And boy, what a beautiful place it is to come and to check this out. So we're going again. There's a lot of blogs out there that say that there's a sign that is fairly visible that you can see that marks the trailhead that you'll just go off right behind that sign to see all of Whitaker Creek and all the falls. There are wilderness trail signs there you can see to the left, wilderness signs that tell you are in a wilderness area. And then just up ahead here is a post that used to be that would say Upper Buffalo Boundary Area. Well, all it says is upper. And so that is where the trail begins. There's actually a hiking stick that is holding it in place, and that's where the trail begins right there to the right of that sign. And there's another wilderness sign that is close to it so that you'll know that you are kind of in the right area. And one of the things that I noticed about this trail is that a lot of the blogs said that it was a pretty hefty a bushwhack. And then there were some that said it was a light bushwhack, and it's very difficult to see the trail. But here in a minute, you'll see that the trail is fairly, as you can see here, the trail is fairly well walked on. And there was very, very little brush or anything that I had to worry about as far as walking down the trail. Now, the one thing I had to worry about were rocks, especially during where there's a lot of leaves. This trail does have quite a bit of rocks on it. And so you do, if you have like knee problems or hip problems or those types of things, you really want to be careful coming down this trail, especially in the fall, because as you can see, the ground is covered. But what a beautiful area this is! Just a very beautiful area coming down, and there were several deer in the area that were very visible. Now I'm about to come up to a point where it is downhill. This is a very steep area. So again, if you have knee issues or hip issues, this area might cause you some issues. At this point, though, I still cannot hear any water. I know the creek's down there, but I cannot hear water running as of yet. Now, of course, if it's really flowing, you might be able to, but at this point, there is no water flow. So I hiked on down and came to another point, and this is another hill area that goes down, and hopefully you can hear the water in the background. So that'll give you an idea that you are right there close to it. And then as you go down at the bottom, there is an area where the trail goes either left or right. I've got my hiking stick there to show you. To the left will take you to a waterfall that was not running, and then on down past that waterfall is actually where the double falls for Compton Falls is located. To the right is where one of our local photographers has named it Amber Falls. When I was a kid, it was called Whitaker Falls. And to the right, so I'm first going to go to the left to show you where this one area water feature is, or where it should be when the water is flowing, which is a beautiful area. It's about a 60-foot drop. There's 3 different drops. There's a little cave area there underneath, and there is water that flows on top as well. It comes out of that cave area, and then it flows on down 3 different tiers of waterfalls that look like, water features that flow down probably 65 feet total. And I'm going to go across again. When you go across this particular feature, you'll head towards, that'll take you on down to Compton Falls, or you can follow the creek. But I just want to give you one other kind of look down through these falls. Now I'm going to head back up towards Amber Falls, so you can see that area, and you'll hear the falls here, and just a beautiful, beautiful area. Now listen, when you're coming down to these falls, this is a little tricky. So you really need to be careful coming down to these falls to be able to get pictures and see the falls and see this little area where the falls are located. So I want to go ahead and tell you, please be careful as you do that. Hey, listen, I hope you enjoyed this time. You're about to see where you can take this creek on down. And if you follow this creek all the way down, it'll take you to the top of Compton Falls, and you'll be able to enjoy those falls as well. So I appreciate you coming on this journey with me. I hope this has helped you, and I look forward to being with you again. God bless.